Fuck you, Mom, you're shitting all over the house. I'm going to my friends and skateboarding. Do they skateboard? Yeah. No, they I'm doing a hula hoop championship.
I thought you were dead.
Sun out of your eyes and be yourselves.
Heard you were dead.
She's dead, wrapped in plastic.
That man's dead back there.
It was worse than dead. Must be dead. Is this a dead man, Doctor?
Oh, God! Oh, Jesus Christ!
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Roast Mortem Podcast. I am Tom.
I am Travis.
I'm Cody.
And we are the tallest podcast around all the short podcasts that you could think of.
We're fucking giants.
If you're a shorty, we're going to be bigger than you. We're going to be funny. Be like, what's up, short stuff?
Yeah, we're going to step on you. Not to the point where it does you bodily damage, because we're not that huge. We'll just pin you down with our foot and make it awkward and late for work.
That's right. And we're going to keep doing it.
Yeah.
So tonight we have a very interesting episode.
Changing it up?
But I'm going to say, how's your week? Before we jump right in the episode, you're going to jump right in the episode before I see how you're doing, my best friends.
You know what? I'm a businessman. I'm a conductor. I'm the audio engineer. I'm the star of the show. I'm working on it.
How was your week, Tom?
My week was fantastic. Thanks for asking.
All right. How was your week, Cody?
It was good. I can't think of anything I did.
All right.
All right. Yeah, Travis.
Didn't die. How was yours?
Yeah.
Save us.
Are you guys being sincere? You want to know how my week was?
You can save us, because
I wonder how Travis's week was, Cody.
I concur wholeheartedly.
Well, it was fine.
Moving on.
All right, great. Well, we have a very interesting episode for you tonight. We have something that we're trying new stuff here. Now, stick in here with us. It's like the other episodes, except there's going to be 3 people we talk about. No relation to each other, but there's a theme.
That's the relation.
Well, they didn't know each other.
Okay.
That kind of relation.
You're getting 3 for the price of 1.
That's
which
right.
is $0.
Right now, 0 money down, 0 interest at purchase point, and you could suck a dick.
Suck a dick, APY.
If you want. But anyway, we're calling this the Master Series. And the Master Series will comprise of a profession or a commonality between 3 different people, and we're each going to bring one to the table. So tonight, Cody, tell us about tonight's episode.
Tonight's episode is themed cooking, or cooks, or chefs, or just culinary masters.
That's right.
Why do they call it culinary? Like, is it because they make Kool-Aid sometimes?
I don't know.
Because it's cool.
Oh, all right, cool.
It's just like smoking a cigarette for a living. Like, it's cool.
Yeah, my cool.
It's real cool.
Here, try this sun-dried tomato through your stoma. Oh, God. Can you imagine just taking a sun-dried tomato through a stoma?
You could have ended that sentence at sun-dried tomato.
Yeah. Disgusting. I was going to say, it's already
fucking
doubles
gross.
up bad there.
Those are horrible. Those are sponges. Those belong in Staples.
Why are you going to put that on your sandwich? So, the chefs.
Oh, yeah.
We're chefs, and they're not using sun-dried tomatoes. Did any of them? Did any of you guys?
Probably not mine.
Well, maybe mine, but we're going to find out. Before we move into our dead chefs of the evening, who's your guys' favorite chef? Like celebrity-wise. And also, I'm fully acknowledging the fact that a celebrity chef is the most ridiculous idea of an occupation ever.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because no one's eating their food.
No
one's had their food.
It just gets fucking scraped down the grate like everything else in that kitchen.
Gordon Ramsay, there's been like 2,000 people who have eaten his food, but there are 200 million people who know who the fuck he is.
I mean,
what's going on here?
He's got like a steakhouse, right? It's like the Gordon Ramsay steakhouse.
I'm sure he has.
I'm pretty sure he hates steakhouses.
I'm sure he cooks every single one. If he does, I don't know what he has.
Yeah, it's all stupid. Fuck celebrity chef. So who's your favorite fucked celebrity chef?
You asking me first?
Yeah, you.
Do you even need to ask me?
I'm asking
it's
you.
It's Mr. Stephen Guy Fieri. I don't know, his first name isn't Stephen.
No, it's not.
It's just Guy Fieri.
All right, there you go.
Because he's got that donkey sauce. He's got that beautiful hair. He's got the hair of an ICP leader. He's got the hair of a Smash Mouth villain. And he's just a beautiful boy.
Yeah.
I want to watch him eat pasta.
Theoretically, he's covered in barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
Cody?
My favorite cook, chef, if you will, is Mario Batali. Seeing him and his gross fucking gut and feet he rocks the Crocs.
Yeah, he's a croc boy.
He looks like he's 90% diabetes.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know. I feel like if you like took a scalpel to him, he'd just deflate and like fly around the room like a balloon. Like
He was known for touching women, and he,
he
apologized with cinnamon
I
roll.
forgot.
Cinnamon bun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He made it
I didn't know
himself,
that.
right?
Yeah, the Me Too movement. He was just like, "Hey,
Sorry.
I did it. Sorry, everyone, but you're gonna love these cinnamon buns."
That's rohypnol icing on top.
Yeah, which that's a ballsy move
It's a great move.
because it's what he does. So I'll give it to Mario
Yeah.
Batali. My favorite is Julia Childs.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because she's just shaking all the time. She looks like the Scarecrow from The Wizard of Oz's mother.
Yeah.
She's a scary woman, but she's also real nice.
Why would she always try? Why would she always sous? What was it? What's the name of that fucking shit? Sous videing. When you fucking put shit in a Ziploc and boil it.
Oh yeah, dude. Why not?
It's fucking crazy, dude.
Dude, I think she had to deal with zips.
Yeah, I think.
Johnson & Johnson.
Oh, I also think that might have been a fetish she had. She just wanted to get zipped up
And boiled?
boiled.
Yeah, throw her into a Ziploc bag. She was actually 20 when she was 70 looking.
Really?
She
Just
got
because of
boiled
that
so
seal.
much.
Yeah.
It's funny because like when you watch like a lot of those old movies or old TV presenters, they always look so old.
They're
But they're
pickled.
like in their 20s. But it's
Yeah.
like the hairdo and everything.
No,
and you're
Julia
like,
Childs
ugh.
was legit old
Yeah, that's
when
true.
she was
Legit
big.
old.
That's true.
She was not that fake old that we all strive to be. So let's move along here back into the actual content of this episode, which is our master series.
Yes.
All right, cool. So Cody, you're going first.
Yeah.
Who's on your chipping block?
My chipping
Or your
block.
cutting board?
I'm presenting as my shitty cook, Mary Mallon. Does anyone know who that is?
No.
Mallon means perhaps in Greek.
Does it?
Mary perhaps.
Oh, Mary
yeah,
perhaps.
there you go.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, how you doing?
That's very good.
Perhaps is going all right.
I don't know who Mary Mallon
Mary
is.
Mallon's better known moniker is Typhoid Mary.
I know who that be.
There you go. And did you know Typhoid Mary was a goddamn cook, Travis? I didn't know that.
Why did anyone let her around any type
Because
of thing?
she was
that you-
asymptomatic. She was enigma wrapped in a conundrum,
Book this.
souffled into a puzzle.
And
Gross.
Typhoid Mary is not to be confused with the porn star Typhoon Mary, who gets slathered in cum all the time.
Is that her specialty? Just
Yeah, well, it's just loads of cum.
Yeah.
There's no penises in the shot. It's just a dumpster of cum. Just
Oh, she's like-
raining on it. She's taking a tsunami.
Yeah.
Typhoon, if you will.
Yeah, beyond Bukkake.
Yes.
Beyond the Bukkake. I want to see Lipton like man that series. Like we sit down with Beyond the Bukkake with Sheena Easton. I don't know. Is that a real? That's probably a real.
Sounds like a porn star.
Her name is Shiba Inu.
I might have fucking pulled that one from the subconscious. All right, Mary Mallon, aka Typhoid Mary. For those of you that don't know, Typhoid Mary was a huge problem for America, namely New York State area, namely New York City and Long Island. Hey, we're from there.
Oh, we know it.
Yeah.
She's from around here. And she was a asymptomatic carrier of typhoid fever. And if you don't know what asymptomatic means, that means you have the disease, but you don't suffer.
A carrier of the plague.
Yes, all you do is carry. You can't and will not get sick, but you can and you very likely will get everyone around you sick. And it's a huge problem the person making everyone sick is walking around fine without
Yeah.
any yellow flags on them.
Yep. Can't
Yeah.
tell. Can't tell. Hey, go take a seat. Never happens.
Yeah.
You can tell it involves people pooping in cups for you,
Yeah.
which is a big ask.
Cody, so what is typhoid?
Typhoid is
Like, tell me about the symptoms. Do I look blue? Do I get blue in the face? Do I get blue in the balls?
You abadi.
you get rosy on the chest.
Rosy on the chest.
Yes, typhoid fever. Easiest symptom is you get little. Let's call them zits without shape. So they're just like pimples that are flat and like that gross color all over your chest.
Ooh.
You see that? You got typhoid, but the problematic things is you get the fever, you get the weakness, and you shit water.
Oh.
So it's one of those dehydration sicknesses.
So it's like you replace the main actress in The Shape of Water with Rosie O'Donnell. And then you've got typhoid.
Are you telling me that wasn't Rosie O'Donnell in The Shape of Water, Travis? Is that what you're affirming to all the ninnies?
Yeah, well, you know. might
She
be.
played quite the water.
Oh, baby, the shape of that.
Yeah, you could stuff her into anything.
So typhoid, makes you hot, makes you weak, makes you shit water, and you leave it alone long enough, it makes you fucking die.
Yes.
So your girl Mary Mallon was responsible for 51 infections
Shit.
because nobody could peg her as the culprit.
Well, she's walking around. She's not pooping water. She doesn't have red
She's
tits.
not pooping water. She don't have red tits. But out
How
of
do
these
you know?
51,
Well, also, what year was this again that she was active?
1907.
1907.
1907.
They didn't wear any low-cut outfits that make you look sexual. She
Yeah.
could have been right up there.
It's true. True.
Yeah, right up in bed, you
Got
know?
this wool cocoon. 51 infections, like I said, 3 of which were fatal. Fatality.
Only 3?
Yeah, but, you know, fucking life, it's living hell for a good minute if you do survive.
All right. I've had a bad fever one time. I know it.
Yeah. I've ordered Domino's at 3 in the morning a couple times.
That's not what that's like.
Oh,
Where
I get red.
Where are
I
you getting
shit
your
water.
Domino's? You getting these?
Same place as you, dude.
No, it sounds like you're getting New Jersey Domino's, Travis.
You know, it's the worst when you go bowling and you get the pizza at a bowling alley.
Ugh.
And then you order Domino's and put it on top and make some kind of sandwich. Makes it feel good.
No.
You want that atmosphere. That's how you get Ebola.
Yeah.
Never has there been an instance as the present where a woman who never had typhoid fever should prove a veritable germ factory.
Who said that?
What did you just say?
I don't know. It was an
Wait,
interesting
germ
quote.
factory?
1907.
Was that Old English?
That was the fucking health inspector, I think, on Typhoid Mary.
He would talk like that.
Fucking
I
Inspector
made
Gadget.
I made that accent up.
What was his name? Theodox?
I don't know.
Yeah. Go, Gadget. Typhoid.
Shut up. Born September 23rd, 1869, in Cookstown, Ireland.
Oh.
How
I love
appropriate.
I love when shit like that happens. You know what I mean?
If I was Alanis Morissette, I would probably say, like, how ironic, but that's not true. None of that song is irony.
We got a cook from Cookstown, Ireland. She emigrated to the US of A as a teenager in 1869.
Did she come through that Ellis Island?
Most very likely.
Everyone
They let
did.
everyone in there.
Yeah, just let everyone in.
Change the name. See what you can get away with. 1869. Emigrated to the US. Had to live with an aunt and uncle. You know, got that family.
Yeah.
It helps. It helps.
Got that famish, got that family.
1900. Turn of the century. Aged 31. She was a cook. Hey! She cooked for 7 families in the New York City area.
She cooked for 7 days and 7 nights and 7 families.
7 families.
But on the 7th day, she cooked.
But something strange was happening to these families, Travis.
Were they all Dan Cook?
Nope.
Yeah, a bunch of college humor in one house. Oh, it's too much. You're all over 50.
They started to get these mysterious, disorienting fevers. And they also began to poop themselves to death because of the diarrhea. You need those fluids.
That's a great way to go, dude.
A lot of
put
people
yourself
die
to
from
death?
diarrhea every year. In fact, it kills more people than lung cancer.
Yeah, like whenever like
Can't tell if you're lying or not.
No, I'm not.
all
Really?
those
Dude,
remember the cholera
write
scare?
the fucking thesis, all right? Just write it with what I'm saying.
Travis,
You want to win?
remember the cholera scare?
Yeah?
That was pooping to death because cholera like makes you like shit out your brains until you're dehydrated.
Dude, I might have cholera and I might have typhoid because every time we do this podcast, the next day I shit myself.
It's called drinking a lot.
What? No.
You got that
Listen.
morning cholera?
We drink a lot because we're professional.
Yeah.
And you're a professional. And I commend you for that. But the next day is because you're professional.
Yeah, it's because it's getting up, you party with the boys, get up with the men, and then shit yourself like
That's
a boy.
right. Yes.
You shit
Treat
yourself like
yeah.
the granddads.
Yeah, you shit like a brand new baby boy. That's what it is. You know, like when you take a hangover shit, it smells just like an infant poop,
It does.
right?
That's because you're guzzling fucking Pedialyte.
No, because it just cleans y'all out all the way.
All
Like
right.
baby poop smell weird because it's a new track.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then
It's
when
like
you
a
drink
whole
so
new
much,
world.
you're gaining a new track.
Your first 2 babies' poops smell like bread, I've heard. Just because there's like nothing in them.
I think that's parents who like their kids too much saying that.
That's parents, pregnant ladies that eat pizza.
Yeah, I
all
want
the
to say,
time.
why you smooping that poop? Why you smelling that poop?
What it smell like? No comment.
Bread.
Because I'm normal.
So I said 7 families, New York City area, began pooping themselves to death. One of them actually pooped too hard, pooped herself all the way to death, a laundress, a servant of one of the families. So, no, like, only a worker so far. So, like, no cause for alarm. You know, dirty servants usually get sick and die. But
No.
whatever.
Yeah. Meredith, why do my clothes smell like poo-poo?
I'm imagining, like, you're saying poop this yourself to death.
Yeah, pooped yourself to
Like,
death.
I'm imagining this woman, like, walking across the Brooklyn Bridge and just fucking explosive shit and just goes flying off the side.
Who, the laundress?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought
She
you were
just
talking
flying off the side
I thought
of
you
the
were talking
fucking
about
bridge.
Mary, and I was gonna be like, Mary's asymptomatic. She don't poop.
Oh, yeah, no, she doesn't.
But the laundress, maybe
Yeah.
maybe she had, she pooped off a bridge and
Yeah.
hit the rocky crags below.
It's only science and biology.
Oh, my goodness. Hey, I just saw something pop up on your computer, and I'm going to leave this in the podcast, by the way. Who was that? Tinder account?
Oh, little Cindy.
Oh, fuck,
what are you
Travis, is that
doing?
your
Cindy?
Tinder accounts?
You got to talk, whoever this dude is, you
wanna-
got to talk shit with him?
You want to field
what
that right
dude?
now?
Me?
This dude?
Oh,
You
yeah.
had
that
your
Tinder dude?
You
I had a Tinder dude hit me up?
You
Yeah,
literally-
bro.
You had a Tinder notification. Professional.
Smashing it, dude.
Professional. This is how we drink.
Yeah.
All right, so the laundry lady, servant of a rich family, pooped herself to death. And Mary Mallon was just like, I'm leaving. There's people shitting themselves to death in this house. I gotta go.
Yeah, it smells
Not
like
knowing
shit.
she's the reason people are pooping themselves to death.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't stay if everyone was shitting themselves around me.
Nope.
So the next family she worked for, it was a lawyer family, a legislature binding family,
All right.
and 7 of 8 of those were infected.
Ah. Well, who's the 8th?
I don't know. It's just one of them. And again, Mary left 1906, Oyster Bay, Long Island. 10 out of 11 of her next family also got sick. So it seems like Mary's leaving one person fine to clean up all the diarrhea.
Dude, it's the teenager who's not eating the food,
Yeah.
just whining about stuff.
Oh,
That
yeah,
maid-
it's the picky eater. That's
Yeah.
just
Picky
like
eater,
eating
just
croutons and fish sticks.
I hate my family. I'm going upstairs.
Eating
That's
Twizzlers.
the one who doesn't get it.
But like, it's interesting because if you're the one that doesn't get it, you have to clean the other 9-10 people's diarrhea up.
No,
and
you
they
don't.
didn't- and they didn't have fire hoses back then.
That's when you just like, fuck you, Mom, you're shitting all over the house. I'm going to my friends and skateboarding. Do they skateboard?
Yeah, sure.
No, they're like, I'm doing a hula hoop championship.
I'm
I'm chasing a
dude,
ring.
They didn't even do hula hoops. They did
Just
like
chase the
they
ring.
chased
yeah,
the ring.
Yeah, they pushed the ring down the street.
They
and
didn't even
chased
know what
it.
hula hoops were. How does something get invented and then people don't know how to use it for 160 years? And then once people figure out how to use it, they're fucking idiots about it.
Yeah.
Because hula hooping is dumb.
well, you know what?
That's the dance of my people. So Oyster Bay family, lawyer family, 10 out of 11, struck down. She left because she was like, oh shit, people are pooping themselves to death. Yeah, 2. That's weird. And this happened 3 more times to Mary. Just like,
Oh.
she's accelerating her spread, like her contamination rate, because she's also the reason she's getting fired.
Cody, you just corrected yourself there. You said contamination rate. You were supposed to say spread because you were talking about shitting people.
Yes.
Or spread.
Very
That's
true.
how a lot of diseases spread, through fecal matter.
I actually.
Yeah, no, but I agree with Travis. When you say contamination, can you say spread?
Yeah.
No.
I was thinking about getting a piercing, like one of those bar piercings, over my butthole. So it kind of acts like when you stick a finger over the garden hose.
Oh, you
It just
want
comes out high velocity in a fan.
Yeah.
Who does that help?
Me.
Why?
You know what?
Makes
You're gonna
you
have
feel
one of
better.
those shits one day that's made 100% out of peanuts, like a payday, and it's
Yeah.
gonna rip it right out of your butt cheeks.
I have weeks where I only eat payday, so.
Well, we're talking the same language then, aren't we?
All right. Dr. Tom?
And another one of, and of those 3 families, 2 of those servants were also hospitalized. So, big old fucking inquiry. How come all these families are dropping like flies from a disease that usually isn't around? And you have an investigation opened, and you have Agent Soper on the case.
His name was Agent Soper, and he was there to soap up the bacteria.
Rubby dub dub.
I actually don't know
Let me
if
clean
Agent
this one up.
I actually don't know if Agent Soper's male or female.
We give him
but
like one of those like dopey lists. I'm a super. I'm a clean cup.
Agent Soper is indeed on the case, and oddly enough, all he has is a description to work with, because Mary's employers just didn't remember her name. She was that forgettable.
She's got like a garbage bag full of face, and she's got typhoid.
It wasn't a garbage bag face, it was just a regular face. She was literally a fucking plain Jane. her name was Mary Mallon, for fuck's sake. Like, I don't know, do you... it's like...
Her name was Margaret
if you-
Mumsby. She looked like a paper plate, and we died because of it.
Yeah, exactly. If you have, like, fucking 6 servants, are you going to remember your cook's name if, like, 30% of your family is dying?
Excuse me, Cody. I'm going to be very good to my house staff. I'm going to know all their names. I'm going to shake their hands. This is fucking...
Even when 90% of your family is dying from shitting themselves.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Oh, it's been a rough day taking care of my family. Hey, what's your name again?
Exactly.
Would you like a cigarette?
That was a problem for Soper because, like, Soper was just like, who did this to you? Like,
Excuse me, who did this to you?
and all the families could say was, like, 30-year-old Irish lady. Like,
I
that's
will
all
look
they
for
could
the Irish lady.
That's all they could say. 30-year-old Irish cook lady.
Agent Soper, I gotta ask you a question.
Yes?
I can't stand listening to you.
Yeah, but I'm
can't
just trying to
stand it.
find ladies making everyone poop.
No, I understand that you want to find ladies.
Well,
You're looking for a ladies.
you know, it's a little lonely at the old depot for police.
My family is dead. Can you find the lady?
Is she hot?
I don't remember.
She's playing Jane.
All right, so I'm assuming she's hot. Yeah, I'm looking for an Irish hot lady. Anyone?
Oh, she's got red hair.
No, she was brunette.
Brunette. All right, let's move along.
I like brunettes. So Soper's on the job, notices the commonality between the outbreaks. Hey, they've got a female cook that all matches the same description. It might be the same person that might have some bad juju on them that's spreading the disease.
I like it. Oh, yeah.
Beautiful. You did it.
So Soper tracks Mary down because, like, she's the commonality. Like, okay, you're Mary. Hello. All of these people got sick. I don't know if you did it. You're the common thread. Please shit in this cup.
Wait, excuse me. I have a really weird fetish.
Poop in this cup.
So I'm drinking this coffee here, and
Good.
if
That's
you could
exactly-
really just go to the ladies' room,
Take
be
this
real
one.
discreet, and just take pooping.
How much coffee you been drinking?
A lot.
Take this funnel.
Police
Take
officer,
this funnel.
donuts and
Take the
coffee.
funnel and squeegee.
No.
Okay, so Mary's like, Soper's like, yo, Mary, poop in this cup. For science, for humanity,
Yeah.
we need to know. And Mary was like, no. I'm not pooping in a cup, you weird. Because to Mary, like, she's fine. There's nothing wrong to Mary. She's just having a strain of bad luck because her employers are dying. So she's like, I'm not pooping in the cup. Leave me alone.
Yeah, it's not the present day where it's just like, all right, you want me to poop in this cup? Here's my PayPal account.
Soper fucking leaves with his poop cup and then comes back with his poop cup and a doctor. And he's like, I have a doctor now. Poop in this cup.
Oh, that's poop, all
The
right.
doctor says poop in this cup. And she was like, no, I'm not pooping in the cup. I don't care who you bring in here. And then he comes back with the police and the poop cup. And he's like, you poop in this cup now. Or the police are taking you. She's like, I'm not pooping in the cup.
Please, really, please, poop in your cup. I really want you to poop in your cup.
And Soper was finally like, fine, shit in a bucket. You're going to fucking, more or less jail.
Right, you're gonna shit eventually, especially if we feed you bread.
Exactly.
Lots of bread, because that's all we eat now, because it's the early 1900s. Bread.
So there you go. For the public good, she was forcibly isolated. But to her, it's like an ultimate, like, G-Man conspiracy. Like, they're asking for my poop and arresting me all the time.
Yeah, well, I mean, I would kind of, I'd like to touch upon this a bit. If you're gonna have a hierarchy of people who are asking you to poop in cups and want to put you away for doing so, then I think that Typhoid Mary not only did the right thing, but she did the American thing. Amen. You cannot fall under these circumstances and just put your knees on the ground and then start pooping kind of upwards because your knees are on the ground. Because that's like how you kneel to people, it's like a metaphorical thing, but also she did the right thing.
So the popo got the poo-poo, and they confirmed their suspicions. Mary was somehow infected with typhoid fever, but not suffering.
Wait, hold on. Before you move on from this, if a police officer came up to you and was like,
Shit in this cup?
shit in this cup, but he was like, I can't arrest you. Like, just please, like he was plain clothes or something.
He can do something that is essentially arresting you, though.
Really?
Like,
I mean, he
a
had to go
quarantine is pretty
4
much an
times.
arrest.
Yeah,
But he had to go 4 times to get her to poop in the cup. Or 3 times.
Yeah, but he
Right.
can't. It was a doctor.
it was
who
to...
came up, right?
Yeah.
No, it was an investigator.
him first.
It was
First
a
an
detective.
investigator, a detective.
And then it was a detective and a doctor.
Right.
And then it was a detective and a squad of cops.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
Would you poop in the cup the first time, though?
Dude, I got shit to do.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
I'm of course I'm going to poop on the cup on the third time.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you have to.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm not, all right, if an investigator comes up to me, asks me to poop in the cup, probably not going to do it.
Yeah.
Me neither.
With the doctor, probably not.
Travis.
With the cops.
Sorry. Tom.
Yeah, because...
the cops.
Yeah.
Systematic abuse.
Okay, Travis, when do you yield the poop?
When the cops come.
When the cops come. I'm not pooping for a doctor. You know what I mean?
No.
Because the detective brought that doctor
Yeah,
in.
he could be anyone.
It could be fucking, like, who's the doctor from fucking The Simpsons? Like,
Yeah.
not Hibbert's, the other one. The
Dr.
foreign-
Nick.
Yeah. Oh, hello, everybody.
I'm an acupuncture doctor.
He's a doctor. It's like, this guy asked you to poop. I know the human anatomy. What is that going to do?
Upon getting fingered and apprehended by Soper,
Oh, okay. Good choice of words
yeah,
there.
you got it, baby. Soper pressed her for, what the fuck's going on, and it became apparently obvious, painfully obvious even, that Mary did not grasp the concept of washing hands at all. Like, she would look at her hands and be like, no grease or dirt, clean. Like, she was unaware that typhoid was invisible to lay naked eye.
Which is still how the Irish operate today.
Believe it or not, Boyle.
Oh, you pour some Guinness on there.
Yeah.
That's
Are your hands dirty? Have
That
a drink.
wound will close right up. You put Guinness on it. So she got caught not washing hands and being a fucking typhoid vector. This earns you 3 years of quarantine. I think it was your sister that dropped the etymology of quarantine. Do you remember what that was?
Yeah, that was putting someone out in the sea on a boat for 40 days.
Quarenta.
Yes.
But this
Quarantine.
was a fucking 3-year quarantine, not 40 days. Fucking.
So it wasn't even a quarantine then.
Yeah, if you want to do the math and let us know the Latin name of that.
Yeah, let us know.
It's called This is Sparta.
3-year quarantine. Little fucking heavy-handed, quarantine pretty much is arrest, jail time, because, you can't see anyone either way. New York City Health Commissioner saw Mary all sad and was like, okay, fine. We'll let you go. You just gotta promise not to, cook nothing for anyone no more except yourselves, because you're gross.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, they literally showed up to her cell with, an affidavit, we'll let you go, just fucking promise, bitch.
Yeah.
Just promise you're not gonna make nachos for no bitches. Yeah. And she was like, fine, signed it, got sprung, immediately began work as a laundress, her first victim, by the way.
Oh.
So she was, starching and folding some clothes for a living then.
But she's using soap.
She's using soap.
Not on her hands.
Oh, that's true. She's
on
probably-
other stuff.
It's not a great person, to be handling your laundry either way.
Yeah, probably just like, oh, here's your underwear.
It's better than food prep.
Well, she put pleats in the pants, and I asked for no pleats in the pants, and she put typhoid in the pockets, and asked for no typhoids.
Here's the thing. A laundress makes fucking peanuts compared to a chef, as you can imagine.
Oh, yeah.
So she was like, fuck this. I want that chef money, that chef cheddar, and immediately began cooking again for families under the alias, this is very creative, Mary Brown.
Mary Brown.
Oh, Mary Brown.
I'm Mary Brown now. Hello, let me cook for your babies.
Did they, when
You know
they
what she
were,
did? She probably jumped into the sound and then swam back to Ellis Island and was like, let me change my name.
Brown.
redo. So they released her and they told her, you are.
Released her. I just imagined her with an ear tag or something.
Right. So they catched and released her.
Yeah.
But when they released her, hey, you're spreading this disease, right? She knew.
They
Or did
told
they-
her she did not believe it.
Oh, okay.
She was like, this is a fucking conspiracy against me. I have done nothing wrong. I got sent to prison, and I had to sign fancy paperwork telling them I'll not do my
Right.
main calling.
She's playing ignorant.
To be fair, it's wild, to ask her to believe that she's sick without being sick.
Right.
New concept. Mary Brown, new name, 1915, started cooking again.
All right.
Another outbreak, just because
Course.
she's handling
Yeah.
food again. So I think she hospitalized another 15. No one died, I don't think, but she put 15 back into the hospital. And she immediately gets caught as she's delivering food, which is stop it, for fuck's sake.
Hey,
Knock it off.
leave it. Leave it.
And the guy is like, but I want those jalapeno poppers. Give them to me.
Yeah.
Give me them jalapeno poppers.
She was working in an Applebee's.
Jalapeno poppers might have saved you because the capsaicin might have killed off some bacteria.
What's about mozzarella? Let's eat.
Yeah, I mean, jalapeno poppers always save. They save lives.
Save my anus from feeling good.
So she's taken back into isolation, essentially re-arrested. And there is a new catch this time. The deal wasn't you get to go after you sign this. The deal was you can leave. We get to keep your gallbladder.
Oh.
Hey-o.
Because that was the highest suspect place where all this germage was living but not dying but thriving to be contagious.
Right.
Is they were suspecting, like, it's probably in her gallbladder, boys.
Yeah, you don't even need that shit anyway.
Thank you, Travis.
Let me get rid
Gallbladder,
of it.
not a very vital organ. It's an organ, not a vital one. It has some use.
It's a luxury organ.
It gets fucked. It's a huge liability.
Yeah, it's like, do you want leather seats with your car? I could take it or leave it.
Exactly. That's exactly how I feel toward a gallbladder. Like, it'll fucking, like, there'll be fucking marks on it in fucking 8 years.
Well, if they're not asking for donations of it, it's not that important.
Yeah.
So the government is like, give us your gallbladder, you can go. And she's like, no, it's mine, please. Like, I want my organs. And unfortunately, this is where she would spend the rest of her life.
Oh, yeah.
Ask me how she did.
She died from having too many gallbladders.
Yeah, no.
She inhaled the fumes from a very spicy jalapeno popper spread and succumbed.
No.
Spread.
She died in isolation from, well, she first got hit with a paralyzing stroke, never fun, and then she was done in by a bad case of pneumonia. Bish, wash your hands.
Yeah.
Yep.
1938, aged 69 in isolation.
Oh, poor woman. Poor lady.
So, medical oddity sliced her up, looked at that gallbladder, and there was indeed a thriving colony of the pathogen typhoid that causes typhoid fever in there. So they were right. All she had to do to, like, not die a horrible fate was give up a non-crucial organ. I don't know. It's a weird, strange deal.
Yeah, that is weird. I mean, when I heard about Typhoid Mary, I always thought that the typhoid epidemic was bigger than what you were explaining. Like,
It was big elsewhere. She
Right.
made it big where she was.
okay, I always saw her as like kind of like almost like a patient zero.
She was for
New
New York
York,
area.
for
yeah.
a
okay.
small contained area.
We were
Right.
relatively safe until she showed up and started cooking kids fish sticks.
Okay.
Stop it. Knock it off.
She's like, I'm from Ireland. Died.
So, in retrospect, it seems Mary's unbeknownst weapon of choice was actually peach ice cream.
Ugh.
Because the pathogen doesn't survive cooking.
Okay.
So, what, people are looking like, what food prep is she doing that doesn't involve cooking? And something on her repertoire was peach ice cream. And that probably killed the 3 people and infected the other 51. Or the other
so it's the
49.
motherfuckers who skip dessert.
Yeah, like me, I'd live.
I'd skip dessert.
Peach ice cream.
fuck,
I like
I like
ice
her.
cream and like peaches. Peach ice cream sounds weird. I'd say no to that.
I like ice cream when I'm hammered.
Really?
Yeah.
I like ice cream when I.
But I need like something gross in between. I need to put a nice
Ah.
long sausage in my mouth.
Ah,
I need a big sausage pizza.
cold sausage ice cream.
Yeah.
Why should I be banished like a leper and compelled to live in solitary confinement?
Cause you're gross.
Because you essentially are worse than a leper. Like, people know lepers are gross and stay away from them.
You're
Also, I don't think lepers are contagious.
So stupid. That's why.
Yeah, it's stupid.
It's very stupid. She's ignorant. She was told, you're sick, don't serve food. She served food. It's bad. But here we go. Weigh her point of view in. You're the only person in, like, a living situation, a manner, that isn't squirting out of your ass, right? And the doctor says, you're the sick one. The one who's not pooping fucking gasoline out of their bunghole.
Smells like shit in here.
Yeah, you're gonna be
Yeah.
like that doctor is full of horse shit. Fuck that doctor. I'm gonna get a new job. Right?
Yeah,
am
but
totally-
I feel like after like the 3rd or 4th house you
Right.
went to,
You gotta be like, But for
I
her
show-
point of view,
I know. I show up, and then people blast ass.
right, that's the thinking, but she was just, her thinking was, wow, people blast ass wherever I go.
You know,
She was just thinking it was worsening out because it was
Right.
worsening.
some people need to shit too. Get out of the bathroom.
And that is the life and times of Mary Mallon, a.k.a. Typhoid Mary. My submission for the Master of Cooks episode.
Hey, Cody.
What?
Thank you for bringing that
You're
in.
welcome.
Genuine. Thank you.
You
That was a
enjoyed
fun
that.
one.
You enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Who's next today? Is it you, Travis?
That would be me.
Who's your morsel to add to our smorgasbord of cooks?
I have another lovely lady. Her name is
Another lady.
Leonarda Cianciulli.
One more time.
Leonarda Cianciulli.
Oh.
Cianciulli.
Cianciulli.
Leonarda. Cianciulli.
Is that Italian?
Yeah, she is an Italiano. She was born in Montella.
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 Got
All right,
it.
cool.
Okay.
Thank you.
Montecchia in Italy.
What year?
1894.
Okay.
It's like same time period.
Yep.
In the same time period. She had a pretty fucked up childhood.
Okay.
Her loving Italian mother would always tell her, "You are cursed by the devil, and your life will fall apart."
Exactly in that voice.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
her
That was
mother
an
had
Italian
she
accent.
smoked 58 cigarettes a day,
Oh, yeah.
like clockwork.
Exactly. But that curse was something that Leonarda lived with for the rest of her life. She believed it. And she was constantly trying to either break it or, appease it, the curse.
Appeasing a curse.
The devil, appease the devil.
Oh. With what? Hot cakes?
We're going to get there. But she was big into fortune tellers. So one fortune teller when she was young told her that she would marry and have children, but all of her children would die.
Oh, how much did I pay for this fortune?
It's probably like $1 billion.
Yeah.
Which one of you assholes is going to tell me my kids are going to live and provide for me?
Yeah, that's the one you want to go to.
That's
Yeah.
a good gypsy.
I'll give you 100 liras.
Yeah,
Oh.
Lyris.
Liras.
You know what the Italians were using.
Yeah, dude. All that positive parenting and the scamming fortune telling artist fueled her misery, and she tried to attempt suicide twice.
I like that misery fuel.
Yeah, misery fuel. Straight up misery.
Let me get
fuel.
some of that misery fuel there, Tom.
Oh, the liquor.
Yes, thank you.
This is the an Irish whiskey, appropriate for Typhoid Mary. I did not bring any Baileys or shit for to back it up.
Yeah, there's no Venus
What
for.
what do Italians? What's an Italian liquor, by the way?
Sambuca.
Sambuca.
Yeah,
Is that it?
Sambuca.
Yeah. Tastes like Laffus
They
Taffus.
do like that Sambuca. In 1917, Leonarda married a registry clerk, Raphael Passardi.
You're just saying the most Italian names you can think of right now.
So yes.
Raphael and Leonarda.
Yeah.
Raffaello Marinera.
Yeah, so Marinara Boy, Leonardo's mother did not approve of this marriage because she had an arranged marriage going on.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, because this is early Italy.
You gotta marry Donatello. Come on, why are you thinking like this?
Early Italy.
Michelangelo's a party dude. You're gonna marry him. You're gonna have fun.
You're gonna go to the bank
Grow up.
and you're gonna take out all the money and you're gonna go to Greece where they don't have an economy and buy a house.
Buy 19 houses. They don't have an economy.
Yeah, just get them all, dude. Leonardo's mother put a curse on her again.
Oh!
Because she wasn't already cursed by the devil.
Got this recursing.
Yeah. And
Well, the first curse didn't slow you down, so let me.
You know what always makes me flaccid? An uncreative curse.
Like, you're not gonna like your life so much.
Yeah, that you know what I mean? Like, you'll meet an untimely end. And I'm just like, oh, fuck you. You're a boring gypsy.
Yeah.
I'm like, the other gypsies, like, your elbows will bleed cheddar for a fortnight. I'm like, yeah, that's a curse.
That is a curse. I mean, I've never met a gypsy who said that, but I know where you're going.
yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Keeps you on your fucking toes.
Yeah, your cheddar is my cheddar.
Or mortadello.
Mortadello.
Ooh, that sounds deadly.
Yeah.
Mortadello.
Mortadello. So the two newlyweds, the fucking parents weren't happy. They fucked off back to Raphael's village, Loria. So do you guys know what Manigot is? Manigotte?
Yeah, Menthicot.
Manicotti?
Manigotti?
Manicotti.
Manigot.
Stuffed
It's
manicotti.
pronounced
Yeah.
Menthicot.
Manigotte.
It's a pasta.
So for those of you at home that don't know, it's a tube of pasta. They fill it up with
Ricotta.
ricotta and other spices and
Sometimes
cheeses.
meat.
So I said Raphael was a registry clerk, but secretly he was a Manigotta filler. So he'd fill up that manicotti.
That's
stuff them.
the dirtiest episode ever now.
Yeah.
Can we get that NC-17?
Yeah, and by filling up the manicotti, I mean Leonardo's pasta tube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pasta tube sounds
can't
strikingly like prostitute.
No, yeah, his pasta tube and his extra fertile ricotta was the filling.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know where this like double entendre started. I hate you. I feel like this one started before the podcast, and I'm just very late to the party.
He's a cum chef.
Yeah, he's a cum chef.
Boils cum for hours.
So basically, Leonarda pooped out 17 babies over her lifetime.
Oh, poor woman.
She got knocked up from the manicotti.
But I don't even know how it's possible to do 17 babies. Like, I feel like the second the baby came out, he was just stuffing her again.
Okay, so yeah, 17 times 9 months. What is that?
I don't
Times,
know. Math?
What
Tom,
Irish
you're good,
twins?
yeah.
About 17 years.
Did you say Irish twins?
Yeah. You know what that is, right?
Yeah, I love
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I recently discovered that.
What's an Irish twin?
An Irish twin is when one kid is born in the beginning of the year and then dad starts stuffing one back in like after,
Yeah,
and
so-
then it's
so there's-
two siblings
Yeah, there's
that are
9
born
months
the same
apart,
year.
but they have the same
It's
birth
usually
year.
about 10 months
okay.
apart because you
Alright,
can
yeah.
start having sex and a woman can
If
conceive.
you got
like,
that C-section, you just dive right back in if you got that C-section, though.
it's like a month
Oh, okay.
where a woman needs to like heal up before she can take it again
Yeah.
and like put another Seasman's back in.
enough
Right.
So
time.
usually the first baby's born in January
Yeah.
and the other one's born in December, but the same year.
All right. So that's what she was doing, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty. It
It was
sounds like
17 years.
I
and
love
she got
how
married.
you said that under your breath, and
Yeah.
I had to catch that. We're like, wait, did you just say Irish?
Yeah.
If she's honestly
She got
pulling
married around like her early 20s, late
must have,
teens. So
if she's pulling that, she could probably do that. Is 17 babies? She could probably do it in 14 years if she's doing that kind of regimen.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, 17 fucking divided by 4 times 3. Fucking
I can hear
what Tom
Cody's
said. Yes,
math.
I was thinking out loud. It didn't
No, if
work.
anyone has anything to say about my math right now, you could suck a whole bone out of a dick.
All right, so here's where that curse starts to kick in. So out of those 17 babies, four of them made it past the age of 10.
Yeah, you get medals.
3 of them were miscarried,
You don't.
and 10 of them died of some disease. You know, it's Italy
Whoa.
in the early.
Hold on.
turn
You
of the
didn't say
century.
there were miscarriages, firstly.
All right.
Because then that drops my number down a lot. Because you can miscarry after 4 months
That's
and get
very
that
true.
shit going again.
Gotta
Pull
go
that,
again.
pull that fucking pull lever. Get that lawnmower
Is it a
chopping away.
plunger or a lever?
Well, it's a pull lever for a lawnmower.
Oh, like a-
and I'm just
like a
thinking,
Thomas
I'm thinking her
Crapper lever?
vagina is just like, her husband's dick is the grass. Does this make sense?
Yeah, it's just shooting juice everywhere.
Yeah, her vagina is just encompassing all the dicks that are his.
So here's gonna throw another fucking curveball into your number here.
Twinst.
In 1927, somehow in between all these bangings, she was convicted of fraud and was sent to a year in prison.
This isn't a real baby. What the fuck?
Yeah, what the fuck? She get knocked up in like did he like get conjugals or something?
I don't know.
Fucking weird.
It's Italy, dude. They get posticles.
It's Italy.
Oh, my
possible.
name's Leonardo. I got a big load. Put your butt through the gate.
Leonarda. Put your butt through.
Yeah.
How is she getting pregnant with a dude's butt through the gate?
Oh, the other way around. Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot. What's his name? Raphael?
Raphael.
her name.
Yeah, Raphael.
No, yeah. Oh, I'm Raphael. I got a big load. That's what I meant to say.
Oh my god. Remind me not to show any girls my butt. I don't need to be pregnant.
Yeah. So after her year in prison, she's 33 at this point. She moves to Lacedonia. These are like, somehow I don't know what the fraud was, but they're like, we fucked this town over. Let's leave again.
Ah.
But then a 6.6 magnitude earthquake hit the town and destroyed their house.
Okay.
6.6 is rough, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's up there. It's not literally all the way up there. Because that's 10.
Be 10, yeah.
It's up there, though,
It's up there.
You don't want any more than one.
They're moving town again because their house just got destroyed
From the earthquake.
from the earthquake. So now they're moving to Correggio, which is the most American way of pronouncing Correggio.
Oh, well, we do like Italians here, so...
Yeah, but
What?
yeah.
Molto bene.
You defined the weird sound with another weird sound. Okay, continue.
So Leonarda actually became a very prominent figure in the town. She opened a shop and accumulated a large network of friends. The shop was like kind of like a general store. It would sell baked goods. He would sell like, soaps. It's like an Etsy shop.
It's like a supermarket now, but with half an aisle.
Baked good and soaps? You went with that to convey your picture.
We sell shells. We sell bottles that are empty. We sell bottles that are full of stuff.
We sell...
We're in Italy. We got olives. You want a different olive? We have this olive. We have another one.
Yeah, we got 17 types of pastas. Come on down to our
Enjoy
shop.
them. We have pastas that have been stuffed. We have pastas that are ready to be stuffed. We have pastas that will do the stuffing.
You got sentient pastas back there, I see.
Yep.
Okay.
They're fister pastas.
Yeah. In Correggio, she's still on her fortune-telling thing, right? So
It has not been kind to her.
Yeah, no, it hasn't been kind. She hasn't learned her lesson. Like, maybe I don't want to go to these fortune tellers.
Yeah, let's keep playing Jumanji.
Let's try to live my best life and not go to fortune tellers.
My best life?
My best life. So she finds a Romany gypsy.
Oh, that's what I am.
Yeah, you're a Romany?
Yeah.
Roman.
And the Romany, the Gippo does...
I feel like that's racist.
Yeah, well, you know what?
Yeah, but I'm here in the room. Just the same way as we make fun of you for being Asian.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm covering.
There's an embracism field.
Exactly.
Okay.
So the
It's all
Gippo...
good fun.
The Gippo does palm readings. On her right hand, she did a palm reading of Leonarda. And on her right hand, she saw prison. And on her left hand, she saw the criminal asylum.
I don't think you're supposed
Where
to
does
read
cooking
the right
come
hand.
into this?
I'm wondering that too. I'm so
We're
excited.
gonna get there.
I
We're
have
gonna
faith.
get there.
I have
We're
faith.
getting there.
I know he's gonna do it. I'm just like, how is he gonna do it?
And Leonardo was very obsessive over the 4 children that lived because this is 4 children.
Yeah, I was 17.
Very.
I am sore.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
the Bachelorette with like 4 times the survivability.
So she's very obsessive over these children. And another thing, this Romany Gippo tells her
Fuck, man.
is that she would need to make sacrifices in order to, keep her children safe.
What fucking kind? Sacrifices, if you don't mind me asking.
Well, I feel like today, a normal soccer mom would be like, I just got this new PT Cruiser. The sacrifice.
Today, 2018. Let me get these PT Cruisers that they stopped putting in production in 2007.
Well, the new line is
Slash
coming
their
out right now.
tires.
Anyway, the PT Cruiser, and I had to bring all my friends' kids to soccer practice with dirty fucking cleats. Sacrifices.
Yeah, that's a sacrifice.
That's a sacrifice.
Thanks for clearing that.
She didn't take it that way. She took it as like sacrifices.
Oh, you mean like
The non-PT cruiser.
what is that
sacrifice.
fantastic band that did that song? Oh,
Papa Roach.
Creed. My sacrifice.
Murder.
Really great stuff. I hope everyone listens to Creed with me at some point. Thank you.
All right. So the year is now 1939. We are in World War II.
Thank you.
And her eldest son, Giuseppe, I'm not making
Fuck
these
you.
names up, dude. His name is Giuseppe.
You're gonna make me believe that?
Yeah, dude. Giuseppe was conscripted to the Italian army to go fight.
Okay.
Conscripted is such an unfair
So-
word. Like, fuck you, do this.
Also, I'm throwing this out there. You got some fascists here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just realized this is Axis power.
Yeah, this is Access Power.
Well, sacrifice,
Yeah.
one day at a time.
A lot of people forget that. Italians were not good guys.
Well, Italians were the fucking flip-floppies of almost every war. So,
They're just diving in the box. Like,
Yeah.
oh, he hit my elbow with that penalty kick.
So Giuseppe was her favorite son, because he was the eldest.
Because when you're an old woman, you play favorites with your children.
Absolutely. You're also an Italian woman.
Especially
Yeah.
the ones that aren't dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like them so much. They don't make it.
They smell weird.
They have no gumption. Gumption's a good Italian
Big,
word,
great
right?
Italian word. A Gumpasciano.
Gumpciano.
Okay, so she was going to do everything in her power to protect him. Because there's like a little window where, you're conscripted, you have your fucking 8 months or whatever to say your goodbyes, hang out.
And
then
Axis power.
You go join the Italians and the Nazis.
Yay, Hitler.
Yeah, you do it however they make you do it.
So, like I said before, she didn't take the sacrifice as like a figure of words. She took it as, I need legit sacrifice.
I love legit sacrifice.
So, Leonarda, being a very likable woman in the community, started to put out some feelers. And she considered herself a little bit of a fortune teller in her own right. She's an old Italian woman.
I mean, I know the feeling. I have friends who work in body shops, and I say I know a little bit about cars.
So she started preying off of, when I say preying off of, like, who do you think goes to psychic readings? Like, a demographic.
White women.
White women, what age?
Between the ages of just being born to just dying.
What?
Yeah, that's
Really?
wide. That's wide.
Yeah.
Come on, white women, grow up.
Nah.
24 to 39.
Yeah, middle-aged women.
Yeah, there.
I mean, I feel like,
24 to 49.
49,
All right,
yeah.
fair enough.
So she would prey off these middle-aged women that,
Had nothing better to do.
they had seen their heyday, and now they're trying to, like, get back into something new, trying to, like, get into new...
They're asking their psychic if there's another heyday.
Right,
available.
exactly, yeah. So she would offer various opportunities. One was, like, a teaching experience abroad. The other was a suitable husband in northern Italy. And with no intention of actually delivering on any of those
Oh, okay.
things.
Like Ponzi.
Yeah, she would say, she would look into the future and say, "Oh, actually, I know someone up in northern Italy that you'd really get along with."
I'm going to say like Sylvia Brown.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw a little bit in there.
So she would take their money,
A little bit of fucking what?
you know,
A little horseradish
bit in
up in
there.
that psychic?
No, I had
Just
a
a
few
little
drinks.
bit.
What I mean to say is a little bit of each.
a little bit of each.
A little bit of Ponzi. All right, so Ponzi,
Yeah, sorry, I cut you.
not looking to deliver, plus Sylvia Brown looking to lie.
okay.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Ponzi a little bit more because, Italian, I don't.
Yeah,
He wasn't
come on.
hey, you were paying attention.
Molto
I'm
bene.
always paying attention, except during the podcast.
And
It's
drinking.
more when I'm editing them that I get to pay attention.
So she would take their money for traveling fees.
Ugh.
Then she would have them write letters, because part of this whole fortune telling was that they couldn't tell anyone. Like, they had to do it in secrecy, or else it
Fortune
wouldn't
tell-
come true.
So it's just fortune, no telling.
Right? Yeah. Like, well, they couldn't tell anyone. Like,
Right, it's like a
In their
birthday.
family,
It's like a
you know?
birthday wish. You fucked
you
it
make
up
a
as soon
wish,
as you tell.
yeah.
It's gone. It's out the window. How you doing?
You fucked
exactly.
up.
So she would have them write, like, preemptive letters, because, like, they couldn't tell them right away, but she would send them out for them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Then she would have them come back to her shop, offer them a celebratory glass of wine,
All right.
which was drugged.
Drug. Okay. What kind of drugs? Good drugs, bad
some
drugs?
loopy, some, like,
Rohypnol.
like roofie,
Roofied. Spiked.
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 This kind of tastes like oregano.
Kind of tastes like chloroform.
It's a little parmigiani, oregano parmigiani.
Yeah.
They would either pass out, or she'd lure them into the basement and chop them up with an axe.
Oh! Where's the food part, Travis? Cooks.
We're gonna get there.
Get there now!
All right, so she killed these ladies with an axe. Murder, whatever.
Great.
The sacrifice for young Giuseppe. But she went beyond just regular sacrifice. So, in her own words, what she did to her first two victims, Faustina and Francesca, was after she chopped them up with an axe, I threw the pieces in a pot, added 7 kilos of caustic soda, which I had bought to make soap, then stirred the mixture until the pieces dissolved into a thick, dark mush that I poured into several buckets and emptied in a nearby septic tank.
Sacrifice.
Yeah. As for the blood in the basin, I waited till it had coagulated, dried it in an oven, ground it and mixed it with flour, sugar, chocolate, milk, and eggs, then added a bit of margarine and kneaded the ingredients together. I made lots of crunchy tea cakes and served them to the ladies who came to visit, though Giuseppe and I also ate them.
Wow.
She used margarine!
She used margarine.
Use real butter.
She is Marjorie.
You've murdered people. Is real butter out of the question? What the fuck? It's just like spring for the real butter. There's a human soul in your dessert.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
No, but imagine that, though. You go to the cute little old
Fuck
lady
you.
that everyone fucking trusts,
and she,
Right.
and she
and
destroys
she's like,
you.
and here's a little fucking cake for you.
This is my victim.
This is evil stuff.
Yeah. Fuck.
I was wondering how you do it, Travis. There it is.
So, was she ever caught or anything, or was she able to get away with this?
Strap-
We're gonna get there. We're getting there.
Excuse me. I'm leading.
You're
You're
leading.
foreshadowing.
I'm leading.
she ever caught.
Are you spreading though?
I am spreading.
You're
Thank
spreading.
You.
You're spreading it hard.
I'm
You're
spreading
it
truth,
firm.
and I'm spreading hard truth.
So her third and final victim, foreshadowing, not really.
Hey, we have similar amounts of victims.
Yeah.
Or same amounts of victims.
Her third and final victim, Virginia, which doesn't sound very Italian. to
Fuck
me.
that.
Just Virginia.
You gotta say it in
Virginia.
Italian.
Virginia.
Virginia.
I think the V's are silent. Inya.
In
Inya.
Enya.
Virginia.
Just Enya.
That's how you say Italian. Buongiorno. Inya.
So she started to experiment with Virginia. She ended up in the pot like the two others. Her flesh was fat and white. When it had melted, I added a bit of cologne, and after a long time on boil, I was able to make some most exceptional creamy soap.
Okay.
I gave the bars to my neighbors and acquaintances. The cakes, too, were better. This woman was really sweet.
Okay. It's a Fight Club thing. She's making soap.
Yeah.
And that process is called sanopification.
Okay.
Really?
Yes.
What's that about? Is that
Making
just
soap.
out of what?
I think
human?
from fat. Just from fat in general.
Oh,
but
so rendering fat, right?
rendering
to
fat.
soap.
Sano. I'm fucking up the word.
You're probably correct enough.
It sounds
I
good
am.
enough
No,
to
I
me.
know I'm correct enough.
Yeah.
For the
Sounds
drinks
good
we've
enough to me.
had, you're correct enough.
Sanopification. I think
you
it's
go.
yeah.
It's kind of interesting you mentioned Fight Club because there's debate. The director, whatever, the writer, who is it?
David
Chuck
Finch.
Yeah, but who was the
Fincher.
writer?
David Fincher and Chuck Palahniuk.
Palahniuk. It's possible that he based the whole like stealing the liposuction to make the fat off of this woman's story.
Really now?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Think about that next time you order some soaps from Etsy. Handmade soaps.
Yeah, well, they're probably just killing squirrels.
When was the last time you did that, Travis?
vegan squirrels?
Yesterday.
Oh,
So this is how she was caught.
Let me know, dude.
with the human soap.
Yeah, her last victim, Virginia, her sister-in-law got a little bit suspicious. The fact that she disappeared, she had received these letters or whatever. She's like, I don't know, this seems a little fishy. So she knew that the last place Virginia was seen was at Leonarda's shop. The police investigated and Leonarda denied all allegations until the suspicions shifted from her to her son Giuseppe.
Oh,
Yeah. So they were like, oh shit, I think the dude did it.
the little boy dude.
Little boy man.
But he didn't know dick about it.
He didn't know dick about it. He was eating them cakes like, yum, 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 yum.
Oh, so good. Very good. That's
Protein.
Like, next person over.
Yeah.
This just sound like a Japanese guy.
So what is it, like a beefcake?
Yeah. It's very much a
If you
beef
think
cake.
of beef as human.
Well, I mean, if you're just
analogous.
using the fatty elements, you can make like a scone.
Yeah.
Oh,
You can bake if you're baking with it.
That's-
You can
Scone it up.
like butter cookies,
that's
things like that.
maybe why she used margarine, not to double up on the fatty.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah, I can see that.
there's already human fat in here. Let's use margarine instead of butter.
I didn't
get
know
it now. I
margarine
get
was
it
a
now.
thing till I was like 14.
Yeah.
Because
What is that? Is that just it's vegetable based butter?
It's fair.
right?
Vegetable.
I was in a household of
Okay.
butter and schmaltz.
Nah.
That's all we had.
I was just butter.
I mean, yeah, I grew up in an actual bakery.
That's true.
Yeah, so like it was butter, a flour. I used to be like a little. They'd drag me out of the coal mine. My face would be all black with coal, and I'd just I'd peel these apples in the back on top of flour bags.
Yeah, little Travis,
Child
4-year-old.
labor.
Yeah. Well, you could do it.
All right. So when the allegation shifted from her to her son, she couldn't take that because the whole thing was that she was trying to protect her little boy.
For you.
So
yeah.
she came clean and confessed everything. That's why we have quotes of like what she did.
Oh, okay.
So
I was wondering fucking about that. I was like, what leverage was applied to make her squeal? And it was her son.
oh yeah, the second they
Interesting.
the second they shifted it to her son, she just like
She tapped.
said everything.
Interesting.
I feel like that's a very
That's a good mom.
Like that's one thing that an old Italian woman would do and an old Italian man would never do.
Yeah.
You know, like I tell you everything, just so no touch of my son. Her husband's. I didn't do nothing.
Yeah. Then do not.
I
Who
have
let you
never
in?
done nothing. I swear on every god out there, I have never done nothing. You've never done anything?
Every
I
god.
have never done nothing. Thank you so much for asking.
Leave.
But I have never done one thing.
Never one thing. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I also kind of like your Italian woman sounds way more Italian than the Italian man who kind of sounds a little bit American Italian. Slightly.
Yeah, well, well, here I am.
I like how you said
Sicily.
American Italian instead of Italian American.
Yeah, whatever.
It was obvious, and you didn't do.
Yeah.
believe
So she, confessed guilty. She was sentenced to 30 years in prison and 3 years in criminal asylum. Just kind of like, what?
It's extra prison.
Yeah, but it's like, why wouldn't they just put her in the fucking asylum? She's feeding people food, like,
What do you mean by? Yeah,
What's the difference?
What
though?
mean you by asylum? Like crazy
like a
people?
crazy zone.
Oh well, dude, she's crazy. She's feeding people.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's
Can't
like
do that.
weird.
Like Bathory.
Also, the fortune teller got it right. But this is also coming from her, so,
Yeah, of course. Anyone's gonna fit their narrative.
So,
I'm a really good teacher. That's what I say to people. I'm not, but I say it.
yeah.
Believe you me.
So she lived until the ripe old age of 76. She
not
died in 1970 in Polossia.
One more time.
Say it like you give a shit about this podcast.
Pazzeruli.
No. Tom said like you give a
I
shit.
gave a shit. I was putting more emotion into my words.
Just say it like a word.
She died in the
Can I get a
women's
t-shirt?
Just
say it like
a
a
word.
word.
Actually, that's a great idea. Thank you.
So she died in a women's asylum of cerebral apoplexy. I got that word right.
Yeah, you
Interesting.
did.
You and I both did women that died in isolation.
Yeah.
And
so
were cooks.
Yep. And here's a little side note: if you're ever in Roma, you can go to the Criminological Museum in Rome and see her axe that she used, along with a bunch of cooking tools and the actual pot that she boiled her victims in.
That's pretty cool. I would go visit that if I ever went
Very
back to that
macabre.
shitty city.
Yeah. Or yeah.
Oh yeah, we were all there.
So there you go. Got a fucking lady cannibal for you.
I love it.
Good variety, Travis. Thank you.
Well,
So far, we have a disease carrier and a
Cannibal.
seducing cannibal.
Yeah.
How you gonna round this one out, Tom?
well, I'm going to fuck around with some shit, as I do.
Yay!
With my presentation.
Fuck around with all the shit.
Yeah.
Now, y'all like Romanians?
No.
I love
does?
Romanians.
Who does?
Me.
All right, no, I'm just fucking around. We're going to be bouncing around it, but we're pretty much in Romania.
Transylvania,
All right.
but okay.
So I'm going to be covering a particularly sexual lady.
I like this.
So now we officially have 3 ladies.
Threesome.
3 queens, that's 3 of a kind.
Do you know
On
what
your
that,
way to Full House.
folks at home, do you know what that means? Nothing.
Nothing.
It's fine. None of this matters. All right, so Vera Renczi.
Was it?
Renczi. Vera.
Vera, V-E-R-A?
Vera Renczi.
Another Italian, I assume.
No,
She's Romanian.
she's Romanian.
I'm not paying attention.
That's okay. Don't worry about it. But I'm going to title this segment, This Bitch Makes Soups Hard Enough to Choke On.
Hard as soup.
Hard as soup, dude.
That's right. So if you never heard of Vera Renczi,
I
she's
have
famous
not.
for her seductive dinner dates. And she is the exact reason why you take your first date out to IHOP or Outback instead of letting them cook for you.
Interesting.
Okay. But what about like the Cheesecake Factory? That's like a mix.
That's fine.
That's
Any-
fine.
No, that's like
fine.
a mix. It's
Any-
like I kind of cook for you because it's like a step above.
As long as it's not in a
Any
private
chain
residence.
Yes, as long as it's a chain restaurant
Are
where
you
you
sure?
where you can write it off as a business expense.
Oh, okay.
That's how you save your ass.
Okay. So PF Chang's is cool.
PF Chang's is fine.
All right, cool.
So, Renczi was born in Bucharest, Romania in 1903.
An Italian.
Bucharest.
Romanian. Her mother died when she was 13 and she moved in with her father,
To Rome.
Yugoslavia. Thank you.
Oh, Yugoslavias.
Yes. Which is pretty close, those Eastern European countries.
It's the Eastern Bloc.
By the age of 15, she had become increasingly unmanageable to her parents and had run away from home a whole bunch of times with boyfriends. And a lot of her boyfriends were older gentlemen.
Vampires.
She was like, she was an idiot.
She was a loosey-goosey.
So she really liked the Lost Boys.
She liked 40-year-old men when she was like 13.
She really like no. She
Nothing good has ever come from liking 40-year-old men?
No, she really liked Kiefer Sutherland in The Lost Boys.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, he was like 20 something.
He was 20 something, but now he's just 24.
Yeah, he's always 24.
That's
That's a
Powers
great
nothing.
superpower.
right. You're always 24.
Always 24.
So early childhood friends describe Renczi as having like a pathological desire to be around men.
Like a sexual urge. She's a
Basically,
nymph.
That's weird. A like a disease-based urge.
now I remember, like, I can compare this to some girls I went to high school
Yeah.
with, and those were the crazy ones.
Yeah.
Those are the ones who talked a lot of shit. Hot game. You know, they would start fights over people, be like, I hang out with older
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I date a 40-year-old.
You know,
Yeah. What the fuck was that about?
I don't know.
Like
Like very strange things
I'm just
happen
like,
when
I'm
you're
here.
young.
My penis works. It's not 40 years old.
Yeah, if you've done the cha-cha slide longer in seconds than you have dated someone,
Where are you going?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I was trying to come up with some wisdom, but you know.
No, of course.
Keep
as,
sipping.
as any young, intelligent woman does who's into older men does, she married a older man.
Fuck you.
Like, you ruin your life. It's fine. It's cool. So she's like 16. Oh, no, she's at 20 when she marries a wealthy and Austrian banker named Karl Stick.
Carl Stick?
Karl Stick,
What's his shtick?
he's a banker. I just said that.
Fuck you.
I just wanted to say that, dude.
yeah, no, it is a good thing to say. No, you can bring it up again.
all
It's
right,
fine.
He's a
I'll say it again, I'll
respectable
forget.
Italian
It's fun.
banker.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Like and
5
subscribe.
stars.
You have a name that's asking for multiple dads in your family. It's all about the dad joke.
Well, if you have a wife, she can just go up to any man and say, "Stick it to me."
No, she can't say that.
Yeah,
Why would she be able to say that?
stick it.
There's no-
to me. Whole.
Yeah, but you just said if you have a wife and that's her name, are you a cuck?
No, I'm saying like she takes your name. Stick it to me.
Oh,
Yeah.
You said any man.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
If
confused.
you married someone
I'm
named
drunk
Stick
now.
and like,
I've
that's
been-
hot. If you get off on bad jokes,
Yeah.
go for it.
I lost this thread 30 minutes ago. I was presenting 30 minutes ago.
So the two had a son named Lorenzo, and we'll talk about him later.
Are you sure this isn't Italy, Tom?
Yeah, you're fucking. You're also
fucking with
fucking
me.
with the names.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you're-
Lorenzo.
fuck you.
No, I'm talking about Lorenzo. Okay, and now I'm done talking about Lorenzo.
Yeah.
But I'm PPing right now.
Yeah, all right.
We know what that means.
He's
We're
PPing.
painting a picture.
Pain the P.
Right.
Pain
So-
the P.
Now Vera was like
Thank you.
a homebody because her husband was out working all day. You know how it be?
Making stocks, selling bonds, doing mutuals.
I can't
She
imagine.
stayed at home when her husband worked. That just seems usual. Or if
Well,
I'm-
it
unless
seems
I'm
usual,
mistaken.
like pre 1980.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I
Where's
mean,
it go?
I can honestly imagine we don't have a lot of those now. But
No.
you could imagine
Now
if
you
you
gotta
were
work-
in that position, you might get awfully bored.
Yeah, now you gotta work
Yeah,
like
yeah.
8 jobs. Because this is the year, this is century 21.
And
Yeah,
as
you gotta love
any
my brand.
Yeah.
as any unhinged, lonely housewife would do, she thought her husband was cheating on her. So she's like, I think Carl's out banging, not me.
Whew.
All right. Carl's banging, not you. Okay.
Which is a tough pill to swallow,
Yeah, it's-
except it's
yeah.
not a real pill
that
Right.
because
It's a
she's
suppository.
kind of off a rocker.
But wasn't she like out banging everyone when she was a little teeny boy?
Well, she banged around, but then back then it's like you have one job when your wife. This is 1920s now.
yeah.
She was born 1903, so
The
we're in the
roaring-
1920s.
the roaring 20s.
Yugoslavia,
Yeah.
The roaring.
hot Yugoslavia.
Hot Yugis.
So your one job is to stay at home and be faithful.
Yeah.
And if you have any pride in yourself, whether you're actually a faithful individual, you know what I mean? Like you're not thinking about no one else. Like that's your job.
Right.
You're a stay-at-home wife. Like that's your only thing you have to do. You stay at home.
Watch kids.
You watch the kids. You watch all of my
Housewives.
children. You
Housewives
watch-
of Atlanta.
You knit stuff. You look at tea. This is
And
what.
you super make sure you don't fuck anything else.
That's the only thing you have to do.
Yeah, I mean, if you fall on something and it goes in there, that doesn't count.
Yes, exactly. But she thinks Carl's out banging around. Now we don't know if Carl's actually out banging around.
His
But
name's Carl.
Yeah, I was gonna say, fucking Carl.
But one thing we do know
You don't know me.
is that Vera eventually became vocal about this. And one day, Carl comes home. Vera is pissed because she's letting this get to her all day. She's like, "You're out banging Haas. Yeah, banging Haas." So they get in a fight.
Okay.
Eventually it diffuses.
Okay.
And Vera does the sly thing. She's like, I'm finishing this. So she poisons some wine that she serves
That's how you
to.
finish things.
Ooh.
She serves to Carl. Carl's day.
So she took Carl to Carl Jr.'s.
Took him to
Place.
Carl Jr.'s.
To
Took him to Carl
Carl's
Place.
Place.
Carl
Yeah.
Place with Carl Jr.'s.
Now she hid this body in the basement.
What was a weapon of choice, if you don't mind me asking?
Arsenic. I said
Standard.
poison,
Standard.
but it's
Standard.
arsenic. Arsenic
a
will
good
kill
choice.
you. Let's put it that
Apple
way.
seeds. Johnny Appleseed.
You got to eat about 300 apple seeds to like feel a little nauseous.
Let's try it, dude.
Arsenic
Damn.
smells like almonds, but I think only like 12% of all humans can have that smell ability.
Yeah, almonds suck. Anyway,
I do panic when I smell almonds for some reason.
because you know about arsenic.
Almonds make me
Yeah,
sexually
maybe.
hard.
So for the next year, excuse me. So for the next year, we got Vera telling everyone she knows that Carl ran off. Don't know where he is.
But he's in the basement.
He's in the basement. And eventually, after that 1 year of mourning, she tells all of her friends that, oh, I got a letter from someone out of town that Carl had run off with someone and he was just hit by a car. He's dead.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. Got hit by one of those 1920s. Go, Ooga, ooga.
That's
move.
interesting.
Yeah, it's like literally, he's like, move. And then, like,
Yeah.
wait. Oh!
Ouchies.
I'm hurt.
You had a Carl run over by a car. I had a cook from Cookstown. That's funny.
Yep. So the following year, after she told all of her friends that Carl was dead, she married another idiot.
Oh, yeah?
More
We
idiots.
don't know this idiot's name because he wasn't a rich guy. Like Carl was. Carl had lots of money. He had family money. He was a banker. Lots of money.
Let's call him Montgomery.
So Montgomery, let me tell you the long story of Montgomery.
Seamless.
She married Montgomery, and a few months later, he died.
Why he die? Why he die?
Perhaps a little poison.
Oh, a little Appleseed?
Well, maybe
A
a
lot
lot
of
of that.
Appleseed.
Although Renczi did not marry, she spent the next few years carrying out a number of affairs. I'm talking about a number.
You
Like-
said a number.
Like a plethora.
Yeah.
You said a number.
She got down with hella dudes.
Oh, smashing them.
And what I mean by hella dudes, that some of them were married.
Oh.
You're dancing around the quantity. What are we talking?
I'm getting there. And some of them were not married, and they were open relationships.
Hold on. Did this woman have children?
Yeah.
She had Lorenzo.
The children.
Lorenzo the child.
Lorenzo was the child.
Yeah,
Okay.
Lorenzo was
the child.
So
Lorenzo
Lorenzo
was
was being
children.
dragged around while his mom is fucking banging the whole Yugoslavia.
Yeah.
Okay. Rough.
Now, the thing is, with all these menses that she sucks offses, what ends up happening was they would all vanish.
Oh,
Like-
that's a superpower.
Maybe a month into them hanging out, some of them a week, maybe even a night.
Tinder nightmare.
Where'd they go?
Well, the interesting thing is why they did this.
Why do?
After the wife of one of Renczi's lovers followed him to Renczi's residence one evening, the man subsequently never returned home.
He vamoosed.
And the police were called,
Yeah.
notified. Hey, my husband went in there because he's a fucking asshole,
Hello,
He didn't-
Italian police.
and I'm worried about him even though he's an asshole.
Yeah, he's trying to get those steamed hams.
Find my asshole, please.
So the police knock on the door. They're like, "How you doing, Renczi?" She's like, "It's all right."
Is that all shit?
Side.
Well,
Side.
they searched the house, and
Molto
they,
bene.
which was Carl's house, by the way.
oh,
Carl's
still
place.
Carl's.
Carl's
Still in
place.
Carl's
Place.
house. Still in Carl's place. Yeah.
Still a Carl Jr.
And they discovered 32 unburied zinc-lined coffins in the wine cellar.
Zinclined?
Zinc.
Yeah. Well, why? It's
Well, I'll get
it's a
to that.
Very reactive metal.
In some states.
Yeah.
California.
Each contained a male corpse that varied in stages of decomposition. Renczi was arrested and taken into the police custody, where she confessed to having poisoned 32 men with arsenic.
Whoa. Fuck.
Well,
Yeah.
you were saying.
That's a lot of women's.
Yeah.
That's a lot of men.
You're saying like very.
Men's, yes, excuse me. That's a lot of men's.
You're saying there's various stages. They're saying there's various stages of decomposition, but various stages of dong size.
Possibly.
Possibly, I would think so. Like, what was the average?
Well, I didn't get that.
You didn't get that. You didn't get that.
The
science
average
into
is
it?
the average, Travis.
The average was probably the human average.
All right. Well,
which is for all you ladies out there, it's about 2.5 inches.
No, in
it's-
exponential. We're in Romania, so exponentially, you do divide, subtract the divide, and it probably comes out to about like 12 inches of dong.
A foot of dong.
Really?
That's the average.
When's the
foot
last
of
time
dong.
you fucked a Romanian?
Yeah. Yeah, Travis.
I want to suck your blood.
That's Transylvania. What, you fucking Transylvanians now?
Oh boy.
So one thing she also told the police officers when they were like, "Hey, why you got so many of this? Why you did it?" She would go, "I would sit down in there with an armchair and enjoy their company."
That's a nice thing.
She wanted to be surrounded by them. She didn't want them to leave her. Remember how I was saying that Carl, we don't know if he cheated on her or not, but like this was something that rocked her brain all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she was like an attention Ouroboros.
Yeah, a Ouroboros. That's a beautiful,
Great.
beautiful word.
I try. Very
You nailed
hard
that
for
one,
this
bud.
podcast.
You really did.
Thank you. It means a lot.
So
really does.
what had happened, basically, was that she would invite these gentlemen over, and she'd make din for them.
Oh,
Most
lovely.
of the time,
I would love
it
that.
was soup. And the reason I'm saying soup is because I watched a shitty documentary about her on Discovery Channel. And they had a bunch of different men eating the same soup.
You can't just drop soup.
What soup was
Yeah,
it?
fuck that.
Was it like
I
a
don't
white?
know what type it was, but it was funny because in the documentary, it was like obviously filmed in like an afternoon,
Okay.
and they just had a bunch of different dudes, and she didn't move, and like they just filmed different people eating the same fucking soup.
Do you know what
that
prop
was right in
soup
front
is
of them.
mostly? It's ketchup. Prop soup is usually
No, no,
ketchup.
no.
It was a chowder.
Yeah, it was, I was gonna say, was it
for
a
this
white?
one particularly?
Okay,
Yeah,
It was like a white soup.
it was white. It had like a noodle. It was like a loose straw.
Is it
So
is
we're
it a
thinking about-
soup if it's white,
so we're
or
thinking
is
about,
it
like-
chowder
no.
territory?
If it's
chowder's like a type of soup. The same
Really,
way.
I hold chowder as an exception to soup.
I think anything you
it's
eat
soup.
with a spoon is soup, including pudding.
Cereal?
Yeah.
No, chowder is soup. You're wrong.
No, it's chowder is chowder.
No, chowder is a type of soup. But anyway,
Gabby.
so we're thinking like it's gonna be like a summer corn chowder, or it's gonna be like a New England clam chowder. It's gonna be maybe like a. It could be oyster
Yeah,
stew.
Romanian clam chowder.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what I would like to say this is that all is said and done, what ended up happening is that she killed the 32, and then she killed.
You said that so nonchalantly.
She killed 32
The
dudes.
32.
Well, a lot of them were guys who were kind of asking for it anyway.
Yeah.
They were running around on their wives. You know what? Good on you, bud.
It's a side bish from hell.
So that's 32.
Yeah.
But I said 35.
You did.
35 is the number. So we got
Three more.
Carl.
Yeah.
We got the unnamed husband.
Mm-hmm.
Guess who the last one was?
Her baby boy.
That's right.
Fred
What?
Durst.
Lorenzo.
No, I said that like as a joke.
No joking here.
There's
we don't
no joke. We
There's-
don't joke. This is a historical podcast.
There's no jokes on the Roast Mortem podcast.
So she killed her
Zero.
own baby boy?
She was afraid that he would leave her and go start his own life, and she was possessive and crazy
Oh.
and wanted all of the men in her life to stay.
She's the one that all be lime, dude.
Yeah.
Ultra psychotic.
What happened with Lorenzo is that I don't know where in this time space of killing 35 men it happened, but he went over there to be like, "Hey, Mom, I got a wife now."
Oh.
And she was like, "Fuck you ain't got a wife." All right, let's talk about it over dinner.
This
Arsenic.
dinner.
You're done, Lorenzo.
Oh.
You're fucking done.
Wow.
You piece of crap.
Rough.
Wow.
Yeah.
This very possessive woman.
I will throw this out there that this is very similar. My little segment here was very similar to the Bathory segment, in which this happened, but 35 or 32 may have not happened.
Right.
Squidgy.
It may have been exaggerated by a lot. She may have never even been married. She
Right.
may have just been bedding with Carl. Carl was a real person. We got that much. And she
Right. Because
definitely
he was
killed him.
famous.
And so was Lorenzo. We got those people. But we don't know about the other ones. That may have just been added on over time.
So, Tom, the question is, when she die?
She died in jail
Okay.
after being found out. And this was, I believe it was over the course of 15 years that it took to collect the bodies. So she was maybe 40 when she was caught.
Okay.
It's a lot of dudes to kill.
Yeah, that's a
That
lot.
amount of time.
Yeah. Absolutely. And what was it with the lime?
Oh, you
said
mean
the lime-
zinc?
The zinc.
Yeah, I was just wondering about the zinc lined coffins.
So apparently zinc will actually help absorb moisture and contain a body and make it not rot so much.
Right. So like that's why whenever I get jerky, I throw the meat out and just swallow the moisture packet.
Right.
Because I want to live forever.
You give yourself
I'm like the mommy,
poisoning.
Dude, she would.
I'm like the
love
mommy,
you,
bro.
Dude,
I am like the mommy.
Because I know the kind of guy you are. She would serve you an arsenic soup, and you would be dying halfway through it, but you'd finish the whole thing.
Yeah, I would be fully erect. I'd be so.
You'd be so hard.
Another
question I'd like to
Travis
pose
would
here.
ask for seconds.
Out of the 35, how many do you think she got intimate with? How many dude did she light candles with and get rubbed down on?
I'm gonna say 45. Because there were some that she might just give it a little bit and they just had a bad day the next day. Ooh, that hurts my stomach.
Yeah.
And just not enough arsenic to kill you. Just oh, I got the squirts.
No, but I'm talking about how many she got down with.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say because at the time you could tease on. Hey, I'm gonna make you dinner. There was no Tinder dates. There was no online fucksting about. It was a little more like, hey, you gotta come over. You gotta come meet the family, and then you can put in my butthole.
All right.
That's how it went.
I have a new theory. This is my theory.
All right, I like theories.
So she would feed them the soup. They would eat all the soup because it's tasty. It was the oyster stew.
All of the
ate that oyster stew, dog. They died.
Fucking chowder or oyster stew?
Well, oyster stew is a chowder. But anyway, oyster stew is a chowder.
Fuck says oyster stew.
It's a chowder. It's white and it's fucking thick.
That sounds like a bad sex position.
Whoa. Okay. So they'd eat this oyster stew. They'd die. Then she would sound them with a dowel. Right?
What else do you sound with?
No, like a thick dowel.
Oh, that.
Then use a stapler
dowel.
gun to staple their foreskin, because this is Romania, they have their foreskin intact, to the head of the dowel.
Right.
Fucks them, then throw them in the fucking zinc casket.
All right,
thrown out there.
erect.
They're still alive, I've noticed, Travis.
No,
At
they're
point
dead.
have you
They're
killed
dead.
them.
No, well, they're dead after they eat
But
that
like I
oyster
told
stew.
you, she spends time with these corpses.
Yeah, and she bangs them because they have dowel dicks.
They probably have dowel dicks, and then
They have wood.
Yeah, good wood.
I mean, yeah, why not? All right, cool. Well, that about wraps it up with our 3 subjects tonight for the Roast Mortem Master Series episode number 1.
Very nice.
Which is the cooks.
Good
Cooks.
fucking
The
bow
chef.
we tied on this bitch, boys.
We did so well.
Yep. Let's all high five.
It's horrible
That
on
was
the audio.
terrible.
All right. Well,
Ooh, that
you
was
get
like
it
a
at
proper
home.
90s high five, too.
Well, that's it. So let's wrap it up. Thank you very much, everyone who's on the Twitch stream, everyone who listens to the episodes. You can get on the Twitch stream. We do Friday nights for the most part. Roast Mortem Cast on Twitch.
.tv?
Yeah,
Yep.
around 10 p.m. EST.
Yeah, around
That's right. So start tuning in there. And thank you if you're just listening. Totally makes sense to us. And we love you so much. And we hope you enjoyed the Master Series. Part 1, Cooks.
It sounded like an NPR episode ending. Right
Yeah,
there.
it did.
The
I'm-
Master Series.
I'm going to put Jonathan Schwartz. No, Brian Lair's shitty fucking theme song on it.
R.I.P. Carl Castle.
Yes. I'm Tom Saltman. You can follow me at Sauntcht, SAUNTCHT on Twitter.
I'm Travis. You can follow me at Travis Legion.
How many E's were there?
A billion.
2. I am Cody McCann. You can find me on the Twitter at Cody McCann. CODYMCCANN.
And you can find us collectively at Roast Mortem Cast
Fuck yeah.
on Twitter or Instagram, or shoot us an email at Gmail.
We'll get your rocks off, baby.
That's
Yeah.
right. And thank you, Shane, for listening. We
Love
love
you.
y'all.
Much love.
Thank you, Shane.
I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you a kiss before we go.
Coming in. Thank you, Shane.
Hi there. Do you like what you just heard? We'd like to hear back from you.
Yeah! Yeah. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram.
Yeah,
At
that's it.
Roast Mortem Cast.
Yeah, that's right.
That's us. That's us.
And if you tag us on either one of those social platforms, we will write an obituary for you.
You sexy corpse, you.
Yeah, write in. We're gonna write an obituary for you. Make sure you tell a friend. Give us a subscription.
Yeah, let us know how we're doing. How you're doing, too. I want to know how I'm doing, how you're doing.
It's just a good old no one doing fest.
Yeah.
No one doing fest. That's right.
Don't do it. Do it.
Yeah.
For me.
Stick around right now for some obituaries and some outtakes.
Here we go.
Oh, shit. Some people died. Ghost Childs. We're still on the computer?
Yes.
Like recording?
We're recording.
We're reporting?
We're purporting.
We're reporting the
Reporting for
computers?
service.
All right, well, you made an episode here.
Oh.
And we got a little chaser who's going to hit us up with a chaser.
Oh,
Yeah.
we love a chaser.
Dude, Chase, you just listened to Typhoid Mary and Friends, part of the Master Series. The Cook sub-episode, mind you.
Cook Boy.
I'm going to recommend a chaser if you liked what you just heard. We're going to throw it all the way back today, Travis and Tom. Go listen to Pliny the Elder.
Damn, episode number wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Episode number 0001.
Haha, yeah.
Because we're making 1 billion episodes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know it. Well, that would be like 10,000. No, that'd be like that, though.
Should we just start doing negative episodes?
Yeah, bad ones.
Yeah, that'll confuse everything.
Episodes backwards.
Chose Pliny the Elder because he was a doctor that also made you eat weird things that might not have been amazing for your health. So think of him as
Kindred spurt.
a kindred cook of early ages.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil anything because you listen to the episode, but it has to do a lot with genitalia.
What a surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Go listen to what we sounded like when we were in our 20s.
Yeah. Very true.
I hate that. How true that
Fuck you. All right, well, here's the outtakes when we were 30s.
You know the rule,
like-
you know the weird rule the Richter scale is, though, right?
I don't know it.
It's a 5 is 10 times deadly as a 4, or like going up 1 means a 10
exponential.
times
Yeah.
multiplier.
You basically just constantly want ones because then you never have to bring your family to an amusement
you can sleep
park.
through
Yeah.
a 1.
You could just hang out. We had a one.
I
At
slept
work.
through. Yeah. Here in New York, we had
Yeah.
a 1, or we felt the 1 that was like the Virginia 4 or whatever.
Yeah.
I slept through.
Sexual rumbling.
Yeah,
It was our Earth just like, hey, what's up, baby?
I slept through a 6.0 in Hawaii.
Wow.
Damn, dude, you sleep hard and
I
probably
do.
on a hammock.
It was
Yeah.
it was a fucking bed.
Do Hawaiian people
It was a bed.
always sleep in hammocks?
It was a fucking bed.
Well, they don't deliver Casper Mastrages to
Mastrages?
Mastrages.
Mastrages.
They don't deliver those Caspers to fucking Hawaii.
Oh yeah, I could really use a good mastrage. That's a mattress that's strapped on top of an ostrich that's totally shock absorbent.
But the ostrich, like, instead of burying its head in the sand, just like punctures the mattress and ruins it.
Yeah, just make sure it's not waking you up.
Where are
Yeah.
we?